Hey, what's up guys, welcome to the Swanky Cat Productions channel, where I have not been able to put more than one video out a week. I apologize about that. I will try to do better. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like it, please consider subscribing. Tonight we're talking turn signals.
I'm actually making this video sort of by request. I had somebody asking about my Tusk Mini Stalk turn signals that I've now had on the Tenere 700 for about a year.
Now originally I had stuck those kind of thin single line LED signal lights on here that have kind of a neat brake light sequence and are, I don't know, I guess more of a novelty item than they are actually a good indicator light. I had somebody almost rear end me and honk at me because they couldn't tell the light was even on in broad daylight. So I knew I had to get something brighter on here. But I wasn't quite willing to go back to the giant pumpkins that Yamaha sticks on these bikes. So I think these are definitely a good compromise. They are super bright, looking more or less straight on at them, but they also do have a pretty good range where you still get a decent flash. They are not nearly as good in that aspect as a factory light is going to be, and hopefully you can kind of pick that up. We go from just kind of illuminating to actually a bright, kind of almost blinding flash. So honestly, I mean, if you're behind the bike enough that you're actually going to need to see these lights, you're probably just fine. Even at this angle, I mean, they're still visible during the day, even though they're not maybe, like I said, quite as bright as a factory light is going to be, and I can kind of show you that on the KLR. So you just get a little bit wider angle of view, not really a huge deal. Honestly, especially straight on, the mini stalks are definitely brighter than the stock KLR blinkers are. Actually, now that I'm looking at these really seem kind of dim. Maybe I'll quick throw in the comparison that I did between these and the stock Tenere lights. And the camera, it looks like the LED is not as bright as the stock tail light is. Obviously the stock one's a lot bigger, but I think, yeah, man, they're pretty close. You get a little bit more brightness, kind of at the extreme angles like this from the stock tail light. I would still say the safest way to go is with the stock turn signals, but obviously those can kind of cause their own issues. If you do a lot of off-roading, they tend to bounce around a lot, and they can get broke off pretty easy. Whereas these are a much more low-profile, lightweight option that I have not had any issues with. I've had them on the bike for about a year. The front ones I did not do anything with to try to seal up any better. And I suppose I can turn them off so we can see what we're looking at here, but I don't think there has been any water or dirt infiltrating the fronts at all. The back, however, I did notice right away after washing it, and I don't wash it with a pressure washer, but I definitely do spray them as hard as I can just with the garden hose. There is just a little bit of dirt on the circuit board over just above my thumb there, but honestly, I mean, they're all still working great. I've had zero issues with them not working. I don't anticipate any issues with them. I did stick a little bit of silicone caulk in there, which now it looks like maybe just fell off anyways, or fell apart. So I don't know if that really helped. But honestly, even a stock turn signal is gonna get some water and some dirt in it eventually. And I guess one more thing that I should mention is that with the Camel ADV high exhaust kit on here, these don't stick out near as far as the other set that I had did. So they're not in the direct path of the hot exhaust gases. And even being where they are, I was a little bit nervous and I could not get the Camel ADV exhaust shield on here. So I just decided to run them without, and I have had zero issues with them at all. They are just like new, no problems at all. And I'm not sure about any other tail tidy, but with the Camel ADV tail tidy here, there is just a circle hole that this bolts through. Up front, however, you will need to pick up either a 3D printed part or an injection molded part to snap in on both sides of the fairings. That basically turns this sort of weird round triangle-ish hole into a circle hole. So there's plenty of adapters out there that you can find. I don't think I'm going to link any down in the description. That should be pretty easy to find. But I think no matter what aftermarket turn signal you go with, you're going to need something like this. Now if you guys have questions about any of the other stuff that I've got done with this bike, or really any of the other bikes in the garage, I guess, I can put links down in the description for playlists to all of the accessory install and review type videos that I've done on these bikes. There's quite a bit of information there, so be sure and take a look. And hey, feel free to let me know down in the comments if there's anything that you want me to do sort of an update video on like this one. I'm definitely happy with them. If you guys want to pick a set up, there's a link down in the description. If you use that link and buy anything on the Rocky Mountain ATV website, I get a small commission off of that, so I do really appreciate that. If you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments section. I always try to get back to you guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Stay swanky. Get out. Enjoy this beautiful world any chance you get. And if you can't do that right now, here's some more videos to check out in the meantime.